Alright. What happens when you have a homemade light filter thing? Give me a second. Homemade light diffuser, still going crazy. It's playing me. It's playing me. This is what I get for not being on YouTube for 2 years. Alright. Are we good? Are we ready? Let's get into the video. Welcome back to my channel. I should probably say the same for myself because I haven't even been here in 2 or more years, but I've been contemplating, procrastinating, wanting to come back and do videos because it really is a passion of mine, you know. And the new motive or the new kind of saying for my 2018 is follow your dreams, follow your passions, get back into what you love, whether that's a hobby or a career choice or whatever it might be. So for me personally, makeup and making videos and posting pictures is one of my favorite things to do, even though I do lack at it, and I always say I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to showing what I love, what I want to do. And I just want to go ahead and get into this video before I go any further outside of what needs to be said, because I'm nervous. I'm like sweating a little bit. I haven't been on camera in quite some time, but nonetheless, I'm excited, and I figured to start this newer journey off, I would start with a challenge video, because this year is all about challenging myself, getting out of the comfort zone, doing things that I want to do and I love to do, and really sticking through with them. But just know that I don't think this will be my one and only video for 2018, and I look forward to posting more. So what I went ahead and did is I went to my local Dollar Tree here in New York City, and I picked up a full face of makeup that I'm going to be putting on my face right now. I got a whole bag of goodies. I tried to find everything for every part of my face as I would do my regular makeup routine. So I picked up foundation, if I'm not mistaken. I think I picked up 2. Oh god, it's all over the... Yes, I did pick up 2, and the reason why I picked up 2 is because one of the foundation is LA Colors, which I know this company, actually, they are around a lot. Like, I've even seen it at the local drugstore. And then Sassy, Chic, or Chic, I've never seen at a drugstore or anywhere else aside from the dollar store. So I wanted to pick up both and kind of do half-half on my face to see how either or would work, because I know that LA Girl, yes, they are more affordable, but not everywhere you go will it be $1 only, and here it was. Picked up one concealer, and it was by LA Colors, and it's in the shade Beige, and the 2 foundations are in the shade Medium and Natural, so 2 different shade colors. Hopefully we can color match it. There wasn't much of a selection. There was no setting powder whatsoever, which to me that was one of the more interesting things that I caught on to, that there was literally no setting powder, no foundation powder, no powder of any sort. So I thought, well, I might as well MacGyver it, because if I only had a budget that permitted me to buy dollar store makeup to have, you know, my glam session, I'm just gonna MacGyver it, and I'm gonna use actually a eyeshadow. I've used this one before. I have it in my collection. It's Wet n Wild, and yes, this was $1. It's from the Dollar Tree, and the shade is Creme Brulee, and it's a nice beige tone. I don't know if it's gonna focus. It's a beige tone, and it's a matte finish, so I figured why not. I usually use a setting powder this type of tone anyway, so we might as well MacGyver it. Then I went ahead and I was excited about this find, because I actually have not even seen this in like regular stores, not dollar stores. It's an LA Colors contour stick. Obviously, to set the contour stick, you want to use a powder. So I believe, yeah, I picked up 2 bronzers. Again, it's going to be half-half. So one I've never ever seen before. It's called Beauty Benefit. And then this one is by LA Colors. I picked it up as well because I figured, why not just keep going with the LA Colors theme, since there's so many options at the dollar store. Then I picked up a few eyeshadow palettes. two different eyeshadow palettes. One, they're both actually LA Colors, but I really liked the highlighter shade on this one. An eyeliner from LA Colors. My mascara is from Wet n Wild. This one is called the Enhance and Define. It has soy protein apparently. I have not even seen this in the drugstore. Blush and highlight for my face, also from LA Colors. This really intrigued me because it's like a little booklet, and that's a gigantic pan size for a highlight. Like, that's crazy. So excited to try out these. Lipstick, this is also from LA Colors. It's in the shade Natural. It was the only one that I figured might look okay. Is brow powder, and I clearly am lacking in the brow department, and I have dark hair, so I picked up, I think this is dark brown. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so there's two shades in this, dark brown and medium brown, so hopefully it's gonna be okay. I did not pick up any makeup brushes there. There were only two makeup brushes. One was a powder brush, one was an eyeshadow brush, and they were both from Wet n Wild, and I figured, you know, I have those brushes at home anyway, so what's kind of the point? I didn't want to pick up extras. There were no other brushes. There weren't any eyelash curlers. There weren't any of that more so normal things that I would use for my face, like applicators and things like that. The only other thing that I will be using that I didn't pick up at the dollar store, but it is very affordable. I think like 2 years ago, if not more, I picked it up at TJ Maxx, and it was $2.99. It's a beauty sponge, and it's very, very soft, comparable to you know, the Beauty Blender. It doesn't apply the same, but this one's extremely soft and squishy, so I liked it. I already did wet it, so let's go ahead and get started with this. First and foremost, I usually start with primer. Again, as I said 500 of the times, there is no primer in this video, so I'm gonna just start out with the foundation. Again, I have two, so I'm gonna do this Sassy and Chic, or Chic, on this side of my face, which is the left side for me, and I believe it looks like the right side for you, but it is the left side of my face, and this side is gonna be LA Colors for the foundation. So I'm gonna shake it. Now, both of them are liquid foundations, clearly, and I try to color match to the best of my ability in the store, but clearly they are not the same. Dump that out. It has no scent. No. And also, it's slightly reminding me of a Wet n Wild foundation that comes in that similar tube. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying that to my face, literally not even using a mirror. Using my screen as like a mirror. Okay. So the color isn't terrible, but pores galore, girl. Pores galore. And I already know this type of consistency of foundations. They're very oily. You start to look oily very fast. They kind of go on thick, like you see that sheen already. Yeah, I know where this is gonna go, I can already tell, but we're gonna keep an open mind. Okay, so that is like a layer and a half. You can clearly see a distinction. I mean, looking in the monitor, there's a little bit of redness peeking through. Let me try to zoom in. It's not that bad. It does look a little yellow tone, but it's not horrible. Not horrible, but you see how shiny I am already, and like so let me just try to go ahead and cover up some of that redness. Let's see if I could layer it on, or does it look automatically cakey? I'm not seeing a difference in the coverage per se, but more cakiness. I see it. Oh, I see the cake. Okay. No. There's no way to layer it on because now it's just coming off. You could literally see it on camera coming off my face. So I'm gonna just leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone, and we're gonna move on with the LA Colors foundation. Let me shake it. Now this one I was very impressed with off the bat just by the packaging. It comes in a pump. Again, I shook it. Okay. Add some more. Alright. I'm just gonna use the other side of the beauty blender that hasn't been touched with makeup. This one has a scent. Smells like sunscreen mixed with flowers. Okay. Let me see. The color is not that off with the Sassy Chic, but I think because the Sassy Chic is literally like a moisturizer and it blended in with my own skin tone. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Okay, this one is far less shiny. Like, look, glowing. Not so much. Okay, it's definitely oxidizing on this side. I see it turning more and more tan. Can you see the difference? Redness on my chin. Neither one of them did. It didn't really cover the redness on my nose. I still see redness, but like my chin's bad. Like I see it a lot. Let me try to salvage that with the, I'm just gonna use it with the LA Colors one. And I really like that it's in a pump. That's awesome. Okay, no. There's no salvage. It just doesn't cover. But looking at both sides of the faces, looking at both sides of my face, the coverage of the LA girls is far better. I think like even if I turn, it just looks better as opposed to this one. This one really didn't cover anything. It's very shiny right off the bat. Like you could clearly see the distinction. My pores are on high alert because of the shine. Like shininess will always like accentuate pores. So not really, this is not making me feel sassy or chic. Concealer, now again I picked up the LA Colors one and it is a really dark shade. I feel like it might even be darker than the foundation that I chose, but there was literally this option. So I'm just gonna apply my concealer like I normally do, and I'm gonna be blending it out with, wow, large difference there, but it's okay. We'll try to fix it up with yeah, that's literally the shade of the foundation. And this color is in Beige. I knew it. Like, I knew that was gonna happen. I felt it. I felt it. Maybe this is like, I don't know. But this is definitely not a highlight shade for me. I mean, it's gonna conceal my under eye circles, and I'm thankful for that, but hell to the no, is this a highlight shade for me? So that leaves me a little upset because I was really hoping that we can highlight some because I got the contour stick, but you know what? It's okay. Also, it's very, oh my god, it's like turning on me, and I think it's literally gonna be darker than the foundation. It makes me sad. Yeah, that's dark for me. Oh boy. But we'll make it work, people. We'll make it work. So, not the end of the day. It's just not going to be a very highlighted look. Thought I had a LA Colors Brightening Concealer. Now, what I do have is it is LA Colors, and it's a color corrector, so it is very light. But I think I'm gonna have to go in and use it. I mean, it was a set of them. And they were at the dollar store. So this was there, to my recollection, and I think it was 4 for like $1 or something like that. You see how that's light. So I'm only gonna put it on the inner corner. So we're gonna improvise, and technically I'm not cheating because this was at the dollar store. Okay, maybe it's gonna salvage us a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set. Again, I bought the Wet n Wild eyeshadow to set it with. Hopefully it's not gonna be a complete disaster, but we're gonna hope for that. Set under there. Let's go ahead and contour. I'm gonna use a stippling brush to kind of blend things out. Okay, it's blending really nicely. The tone is a bit warm for me, but I mean, it could be just because of the foundation. Like, I'm already looking yellow and warm tone as opposed to creating shadow, but I'm getting a bronze vibe, and I'm not mad at the stick. So again, this side will be the non-LA Colors. Now this is by Beauty Benefits bronzer. It does have a shimmer to it, and the LA Colors bronzer also has a shimmer. Now the difference between these two shades. Yes. Okay. That's not horrible. It's really not. Let me see, does it shine? No, that's not bad at all. So this bronzer is much, it's not coming off on camera, but it is like brick red in person. Different color. So I'm gonna go very light-handed at first because I feel like this might have a lot of payoff. I'm gonna reapply. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. And it is like brick red for me. Like, I mean, some skin tones look so beautiful, or like if I was a little bit tan, maybe if it was summertime I would be into it, but majority of the time I'm into a cool toned bronzer. It's a gorgeous, stunning color. This is absolutely like one of the type of blushes that I would normally use. It's what is it? It's in Spice, so it is like a deep rose color with some gold shimmer. This I live for, so I'm hoping it's gonna work as I would want it to work. Very pigmented. That's one swipe into the blush. I don't have two different blushes, so it's gonna go on both sides. Just gonna put it on the apples of my cheeks. Oh, it's beautiful, but it's pigmented, and I feel I know that this would be pigmented in general, but I really truly believe that it's because of like the layering and layering of these foundations that like it's like dangerously pigmented. It looks like that, and as you see, there's some shimmers and a couple of matte colors. So I think for like $1, depending on the payoff, like in general, like this alone already makes me excited. And there's like a highlighting shade. Like, that seems amazing. That. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, brows, not my favorite. Okay, the eyeliner, we're gonna see if it dries now and matte, but let me just show you. I don't know if I will be able to. It flaked all down there. That's making me upset. The other eye still looks shiny. Kind of just want to finish it out. Excuse me, I literally leaned in to get a blender brush to do my under eye, and please see what this crazy eyeliner did. Also, that eyeliner went all over my eyelashes, and it literally ran from my eyelid to the eyelashes, so that was interesting. But nonetheless, I'm gonna put this mascara on. I don't think it's doing absolutely anything for my lashes. And if anything, I don't know if you can see that, but it's clumping right there. Sure. This is a pass for me too. That's that. We're gonna put the lipstick on. Again, this is LA Colors lipstick in Natural Shine. It looks like that. So I didn't get a lip liner, there were none. And I've seen like dollar store lip liners before, but I just don't have any. Oh, it's not bad. I actually like this. Alright. Okay. Not bad. The LA Colors highlight. Now when I unwrapped it, it's actually like a little book. So, and this one's a highlighter. It doesn't say the color. but it is like a whitish, goldish tint. So I'm just going to use this Beige Cosmetics number 7 brush. It's like a large, and we're going to go in there. It's a little powdery. Let's see that. Ooh. Okay. I think we just saved the entire look with this. Oh, that is stunning. It's definitely like a gold sheen. It's very pigmented. One cannot lie how pigmented that is. That is so beautiful. That salvaged everything for me, honestly. Okay. Favorite part ever is highlighting the nose. This is the look. And I'm not going to give my final thoughts right now, but I'm sure some of you can guess those as of right now. But I will check back in with you soon. It is now 7:30. 7:28. I think I'm gonna be checking in 2.5 hours, so like 10 o'clock. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna keep this entire full face of makeup on. I'm itching like crazy around my nose area. I've had to touch it up already quite a few times because I'm touching it non-stop. Hey guys, so I'm back with the update of the dollar makeup challenge, dollar store makeup challenge. It's now 11:03 at night. I said I'd be back around 10, so I waited an extra hour. So let's talk makeup, let's talk update, let's see what's going on. Sitting here in front of the mirror, I'm terrified. It's not coming off on camera, at least from like what I can see in the monitor. It's looking okay. There's some redness peeking through, but more or less like my skin looks fine, I think, in the monitor. But I am sitting about like 2 feet from the monitor. Let's just talk about what I actually see in person, because it's not the cutest thing. It's not the best makeup day, I must say. So the brows, I definitely do not like. Brow product, it was 2 brow powders like that. They don't look as like horrible of a color on camera, but my eyebrows, literally, they look orange or like a reddish tint, like auburn almost. Now let's talk about the eyeshadow palettes. They were not terrible. For being $1 each, honestly, I will play with them again. I didn't mind either or. Yeah, they were a little bit powdery, but like there was no fallout. Everything laid out nice. The mascara and the eyeliner are absolute no for me. No, no, no. The lipstick I do really like. It is a creamy formula. It's not a lip stain. It's not gonna last. I had dinner. It wiped right off, so I reapplied it before I started the video, but it's nice. It's a nice color. It's creamy, nice consistency. It didn't like smudge or go out of lines or anything like that, so the lipstick is a plus for me. I will be keeping it. Again, it's Natural Shine LA Colors lipstick. The bronzers and the blush. So blush, I absolutely really love. You can't really see it on the skin anymore. It did kind of wipe away, but I do like the color in the actual packaging, and I want to try it again with my usual foundations and primers that I use, plus like setting spray and all that good stuff that will usually make the makeup last. I didn't hate either or. This would be a color that I'm more keen on, this Beauty Benefits bronzer, so I will try it out again. It's not a bronzer that I feel like I'm going to be using a lot, honestly, because of the shimmer, so I would wait for more warmer days and months to come around here in New York so I can use it again. And also, I'm not opposed to the LA Colors one. I mean, it's definitely a much more redder tint and tone and like more orange, but I think again for the summer, like when you have a little bit of a tan, it might look nice. So those are, you know, a 50-50 for me. I'm not kind of disappointed by them, but I'm not the most impressed with the foundations. Now, this Sassy and Chic is a complete and utter dud for me. It didn't do anything. It didn't cover up anything. Not my redness. It accentuated my pores. It was extremely shiny, extremely oily. Again, it was placed on this side of my face, and I literally cannot wait to get it off. It's just like a thick layer. Oh, this is a hard pass no thank you. The LA Colors, yeah, liquid makeup, I want to give this another try. It does not look good on the face either. It's, oh god, it's moving around as well. It's very oily. It is thick. It's kind of like, I see it, like I can move it around, and it's patchy, and it's not like the best in the world. But I feel like maybe with the right primer, setting spray, and the right setting powder, it might work well. So I do want to give this another shot. Another thing that I want to talk about is this concealer by LA Colors. I'm gonna have to do a hard pass on this as well. It made me extremely, oh, it's not this one. It made me extremely oily. It was extremely cakey. It was not my shade at all. Looking now in the mirror, it didn't cover up my dark circles at all. There's still a blue tint to them, so it didn't do much under there either. It literally kind of like, it went on my face, darkened everything up, and then it just vanished, and there it goes, vanishing across the room, because I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Hard pass on that one. This one, I do want to give another shot as well. I really like the blendability. I did like the color payoff. I just want to try it again. This guy, my MacGyver guy. This Wet n Wild Beige, I think it was creme brulee powder. Now again, this is an eyeshadow, but you see how it's like a powdery cream color. I was using it as like a translucent powder all over my face. I'm gonna keep it because, as I said before, I have him in my collection. I use it as a nice base color when I'm applying like a primer, and then I use it as a base color for my eyeshadow. As an all over powder, it didn't mattify me, it didn't do any of that, it didn't set anything in place, so obviously it's an eyeshadow, so I wouldn't use it necessarily as a setting powder ever again, but I'm gonna keep it around because I know that I enjoy this product, and I do like it as a eyeshadow base set. This one really got me excited. I don't know if you could, yeah, you can still see it on camera. Obviously we know I'm talking about this highlighter. This highlighter I am extremely impressed by. You can see it on my skin, like that's enough of a swatch. I still have it on my nose. I don't have it on my lips anymore. Again, I had dinner, but you can see it on the cheeks. Like beautiful highlight. I am extremely impressed by this guy. Again, it's LA Colors. It doesn't have a name on it, unfortunately, but I know in the store they did have another shade, but either shade didn't have a name on it. But I'm very impressed by this guy, and I'm definitely going to keep using him. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, just a quick mention, I mean, I didn't buy this at the store, but I did mention that it could be found there as well. It's the LA Colors color corrector, and this is in the shade, well, it's not a shade, it's just called concealer. This is way too yellow base for me. It didn't work as a great concealer at all. It didn't highlight anything. I don't see it ever, like, you know, it didn't conceal anything. It didn't correct anything. It didn't highlight anything. So it didn't really work for me. So I don't think I'm going to be going for this guy again. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me coming back and giving you some more feedback on exactly what products I'll continue using, which ones I want to try again, and which ones are a complete no for me. I really enjoyed doing this video. Again, as mentioned in the introduction, I'm excited that this was a challenge video because I'm looking forward to challenging myself a little bit more throughout the year, especially with posting more videos, posting more social media, and kind of being more just social and networking in general, because as I said, this is a huge passion of mine. So I hope you'll keep returning to my channel and seeing what else is new out there. I would really appreciate a thumbs up on this video so I know that you like it and you want to hear more from me and see more videos. And until next time, bye guys.